Well, another new optic from Vortex. I've had this one for, I think, 3 weeks or so. Another closed emitter red dot. It's similar in some ways to this one, the Defender ST closed emitter, but different in a few ways too. So, talk through it. This one's called the Venom. If you follow Vortex's kind of naming conventions for price point, that would put the Venom at more of an entry level or a lower price point than the Defender. I don't know what the price is going to be yet, but it has a few less features than that one, which I actually like better. So anyway, I'll talk through it. This one, they sent me a 3 and 6 MOA dot. I prefer the 3 MOA. 2 or 3 would be my preference for pistol dots. So the 3 MOA is the one I've mounted. The footprint is the same as the other one and the Defenders, the open emitter ones. So it's a Delta Point Pro footprint. I happen to have a plate at home already from Arise Manufacturing. Threw that bad boy on this, just a Walther PDP steel frame, and had a little bit of a surprise. Using the hardware that came with the plate for the Vortex Defender, the screws were actually too short for this one. I don't know how well I'll be able to see it on camera, but the optic itself is a bit taller in the back of it compared to this one, and the screws ended up being too short. So, talked to Jordan, the guy from Arise Manufacturing. He sent me a few longer screws to try, and it worked out fine. So, something to be aware of with this. It does come with some hardware, but it did not match the plate I had. I'm sure going forward, Arise will have that sorted out. Or if you get one of these dots, I'm sure the hardware will be sorted out by then. But just got my hands on this a little bit before, other people did. The other noticeable difference is this one does not have the solar that the Defender has, and the buttons are in a different location. So this one has top buttons, whereas the Defender has the side buttons. On both of them, they're a little bit proud, but I think they're easier to hit on the Defender. And so one feature this Defender has that the Venom doesn't is the multi-reticle. So with the Defender, if you hit both the buttons together, you can toggle between a couple different reticles, a dot with a circle around it, that kind of thing. I prefer just a plain dot. So I think less is actually more because this Venom model only comes with a plain dot, and that's just one less thing for me to accidentally toggle or have the buttons accidentally get pressed in my range bag or whatever. Speaking of the buttons, I actually like that they're on the top. I feel like they're a little bit less easy to accidentally bump, so I prefer the button placement there. And like I said, I like that it's just the plain dot reticle. So those are a couple things that I like better about this one. If you compare the two, I don't know if I'll get a good angle or not, the Defender is just a tick taller for the optic itself. The width is about the same, but you'd notice if you have the optics side by side. Otherwise, it's pretty negligible. Overall, the Defender would be a higher price point, I'm guessing, and considered a higher end optic, but the feature that this thing comes with, the solar stuff, the multiple reticle system, stuff I really don't care about. So I think the Venom is going to be my choice of the two. It's too bad the optic's just a tick shorter, but I much prefer having the buttons on the top where I'm not likely to accidentally press them, and I don't have more than one reticle choice to accidentally toggle it to. However, if you had it on a shotgun, maybe a carbine, something like that, I could see arguments for why you might want the Defender, but so far, the Venom is my choice of the two. Now, I've only had this thing for, I think, 3 weeks maybe, and I haven't had that many trips to take this one to the range yet, so it's too soon to say about how many rounds it will last or that kind of thing. But so far, initial impressions of the two, I think this one will be the play, just because, well, people work hard for their money, and the options you aren't getting are things I don't want. So I think the Venom is going to be a good one. These guns will both be going to the range quite a bit with me in training, so I'll get more rounds on both of them to let you know if I have any issues. It's Vortex, so I'm guessing it will be fine anyway, and they have a very good warranty system. But you never know. I'll still shoot them a bunch and put them through their paces. So anyway, that's the new thing from Vortex. I'm pretty excited about that. If you have any questions or comments, put them below. I'll try my best to answer them. If I can't answer them, I'll try to get you an answer. Appreciate you watching.